Starseeds. I apologize about that. I was trying to swipe out of a notification. I accidentally ended things. I messed the whole thing up. So anyway, take two. Welcome back, y'all. Thank you for being here. All right, I'm just going to sage again real quick. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back, y'all. I apologize about that. Shenanigans. Yeah, no. Anyway, we're just going to restage. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel over again. Hi, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I guess the timing was off. We'll say that. Welcome back. Thank y'all so much for popping back in. I do apologize about that. There we go. There we go. We lost you. I know. Just for a second. Just for a second. My lights irritate somebody's demons real bad today, y'all. It's bad. It's bad. All right. So anyway, what I was saying is we're getting ready for a collective reading, okay? So we're going to go over the medicine wheel, all right? It's basically the 4 cardinal directions, and each direction means a certain thing. So I'll talk about that a little bit more as we go along, okay? All right, here we go. Let's hop into it. It did start early today. Not going to lie, but it is what it is. Comes with the territory. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages for the collective. Best and highest messages for the collective here, Spirit. Is it too loud? There we go. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Best and highest messages for the collective here, Spirit. Okay. All right, Spirit. What is something that we need to let go of at this time in the South? What is in the South here? What do we need to let go of? We've got Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. The feeling of being stuck and stagnant here, okay? We've got 18 on the card, which is a 9 in numerology. All right, that's about completing something or being at the very end of something, okay? So some of you may be closing cycles out during this time, especially when it comes to you being unfulfilled in it or not stimulated with something, okay? So if you are wrapped up into a hobby or an interest or maybe even a career that's like you're just feeling bored, you know, and it's not really doing anything for you, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Not right in this moment, right? Have you something lined up? But maybe you need to start thinking about moving in a different direction, right? Okay. Let's pull a couple tarots on this. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, tell me about the violet dress. Being stifled, bored, feeling stuck and stagnant. Like you're not growing. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Hi, y'all. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, Ace of Cups is not giving you any emotional fulfillment at all, whatever it is that you're caught up in, okay? So even if this isn't like what it is that you're doing for a hobby or for work, right? This can even be some of your relationships. If those are stuck and stagnant, those aren't inspiring you to go out and do better, you know? Maybe it's time to, you know, start thinking about going in a different direction. Or maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages here. Let's get one more on this card. What needs to be let go of? All right. Hi, y'all. Welcome back. Thank y'all for being here. It gave me 2. So we've got the High Priestess and Temperance showing up. All right. These are some heavy duty cards here. Okay. So Ace of Cups, Temperance, and the High Priestess. All right. Something about needing to balance the energy back out. Okay. So feeling stuck and stagnant may be causing some type of imbalance in your energy here. Something needs to be healed within. All right, some of y'all do need to have a conversation with the people that you're in a relationship with if you're feeling stuck in those relationships. You know, there needs to be some type of mediation here, right? A talk amongst two. Kind of like getting it all on the table here so you can see what it is that you're working with. All right, for others of you, this is you maybe not talking to someone or you're not even paying attention to what it is that you feel. You're not giving yourself grace where it's needed here, okay? It's okay to give yourself some grace. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages for the collective. All right, let's move on to West. This is the old story that you need to let go of. These are the labels that you've been attaching yourself to or the old trauma. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. The old chapters, the old books that have been done written, right? You're working on a new book. Thank you, Spirit. Grumpy Red Fairy. Be your true self. You don't have to align with the old way, with the old versions of yourself here, okay? Right? The old story, the old things that you were interested in, or the old experiences that you've had, right? None of those defy who you are. They were just things that you experienced, you know? You can let those go and you can start working towards something new if that's what it is that you desire, you know, if that's going to make you happier. Okay? If it makes you happier, it's going to make you healthier. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Tell me a little bit about this. Be your true self. It's time to start exploring, you know, your authentic self here. And maybe even let your light shine a little bit. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages. Tell me about this grumpy old fairy. Tell me about this grumpy red fairy here, spirit. Old storylines that need to die here. Also, the number 8 is on this card. So we just talked about the number 9, about how it was completion. Now we have 8 on this one. This has to do with abundance, with harmony, with the balance of things. Okay? Let's try that one more time. All right, spirit. Tell me about this old story that needs to be let go of. The old labels, the old experiences, that trauma that sometimes we try to hold on to. We cling on to it. Ace. Oh, wow. Look at all these aces coming out. Ace of Wands. New inspiration. Okay. This is you reigniting that inner fire within you. Having passion to take action on something here. Okay. So what are you passionate about, right? That's something that you need to ask yourself this week. What am I passionate about? You know, why am I passionate about it? How does this make me feel? Can I see myself doing this all the time? Can I see myself making a living off of this? Can I create an abundance lifestyle off of this? You know, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Tell me about this. Give me 2 more on this. Yeah. Some of y'all have been waiting a long time, okay? This came up in the reverse, waiting on ships to sail in, okay? It's like some of y'all have been waiting forever and ever and ever and ever to take action with something. You know, it's like you're waiting on the right moment to give yourself permission to be your authentic self. You don't have anybody's permission? Just do it. Just go for it. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right. Life path number. I'll tell you about life path number in just a minute. Let me finish this reading. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Give me one more here, spirit. Give me one more on this. Waiting on the right time to be your authentic self. The right time will never show up, let me tell you. You choose that. You give yourself to that. The King of Cups. Yeah, someone's being really private with the way that they're feeling with something, or they're hiding something here, right? King of Cups can be a very private energy. You know, they don't always express themselves a whole lot. All right, so a time of reflection as well. So going within, you know, kind of talked a little bit about that already, about, you know, and listening to your intuition, right? What do you think? What do you feel? Where do you see yourself? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Okay. Let's go to the north. Full moon this weekend. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right. What is the wisdom that you need to acquire? What's the wisdom that you need to acquire? Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. 4 and 3 is 7. This is my Christ number. This is my very spiritual number, the number 7, because there's 7 days in a week. There's 7 main colors in the rainbow, 7 main chakra systems in the body. Okay, so it's just kind of like my Christ consciousness number. You know, so taking time for spirit, taking time for your own higher self, your own spirit, your spiritual body here, cleansing your energy, you know. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. I had to do this today. You know, I had to take the time to sit in my energy and be aware that the feelings that I was feeling with my own ego, you know, the feelings I was feeling was because I was being triggered, right? And I had to pause, right? And before I was, you know, just spewing at the mouth, or, you know, text, whatever you want to call it. Right, I had to take a moment to bring myself back down, right? So I took a walk around the pond, because being around water is really cleansing, right? I took my shoes off and walked in the grass for a moment so I could reground, right? And I could settle myself down, center myself, okay? So some of y'all are learning that, okay? Some of y'all have already, this is something you've been working on, all right? And for others of you, this is what it is that you need to learn. This is the wisdom that you need to acquire. It's how to go about doing that, you know? Another good thing that has been shared with me is like finding things that you can see in the room. You know, what color are they? What do you smell? What do you, you know, what does it feel like when you touch this in front of you? You know, those sorts of things. Getting grounded, you know, getting back centered. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Let's get one more here. All right. What have you learned? What have you learned? Fairy of the Highlands. It is time to be brave. Wow. Lots about courage showing up in this reading as well. So being your authentic self and this is time to be brave, I feel like have a lot to do with each other. Anytime that you're being called to be your authentic self, it can be really scary, right? And I think that's part of the reason why I shared some of that with you. Those of you that know about what it is that I posted just a little while ago, right? That's why I shared that with you. And it was hard for me to be my authentic self and to show y'all, you know, that those are some things that go on all the time, right? But it's a time to be brave. And I know a lot of y'all are going through that, right? And a lot of people can try to twist it, make it sound like I'm doing a certain thing that I'm not trying to do. But really, I'm trying to be transparent and show you that I'm a human being too. And I get forced and faced with certain, you know, situations from day to day where I have to be brave and I have to learn how to be my authentic self. I have to allow myself the space to, you know, give myself the freedom to do those things. Okay, so I'm not sure who needs to hear that. It's okay for you to give yourself the space to take care of what you need to take care of here, okay? All right, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I don't think you missed very, very, very much. Thank you for the love tonight, y'all. I appreciate you. All right, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages here. Tell me a little bit about a time for spirit. Getting grounded here. One more, spirit. Try that one more time. A time for spirit. Clarify those for me. Yeah, you're having to get grounded because it's affecting your overall, you know, stability here, okay? Especially like within your own home. I'm even seeing like a sacred space. This is somebody's like safe place. So those of you that are trying to learn how to have a stronger connection to spirit here or a stronger connection with yourself, becoming more self-aware of, you know, what it is that's going on in your own energy, right? This helps a lot. To have a sacred place, a safe place to go to where you can sit with yourself, where you can sit with spirit. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Tell me a little bit about it's time to be brave. It's time to be brave. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Okay. So I'm also getting here that, I don't know, this seems very specific. Okay. So for some of you, this is triggering for you to be your authentic self or to be brave, to show those aspects of yourself because you've been hurt in the past because you were in that energy where you're being your authentic self. You know, and somebody either turned you down or you faced a lot of rejection in your life here, right? And this is where we tend to start dimming our light, you know, when we've been picked on. This usually happens really early, you know, early on where you start, there's something about you that's just different, right? I'm telling you, your light irritates people's demons, you know, and as we go through life, as we're, you know, being tormented by other people tearing us down or saying nasty things, putting their limitations onto us, you know, whatever have you, it causes lots of heartbreak, you know, and it takes root up here in our mind space. And it's hard for us to show those aspects of ourselves or to be true, you know. I get that wholeheartedly. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, give me another one here. Well, it's a time to be brave. It's a time to be brave. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. A lot of y'all have been breadcrumbed. A lot of y'all have been taken advantage of. Okay. I know a lot of y'all have such big hearts and you're so giving, right? And the only reason why you became guarded is because you were a little bit too giving to the wrong people, right? They took advantage here. So now you guard yourself. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, look. The people you were giving to never intended to fill your cups up. That's why you're left in disappointment here. It's just empty promise after empty promise after empty promise. After you've delivered, you know, King of Cups, you gave the whole ocean, you know. And whoever it was, whatever it was that you were giving to never did give you back, right? They were deceitful. They lied. They manipulated you. And now here you are trapped in a 7 of Swords. So they've leaked their energy onto you, right? Self-doubt, low self-esteem. You're talking yourself out of things that are for your most loving and highest good. You're talking yourself out of stability or out of being your authentic self or how to get grounded, right? We talk ourselves out of those things just because someone else said something or just because someone else, you know, projected their energy onto us, right? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right, let's move to the east. Possible destiny here, spirit. Which is the energy coming towards you. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages for the collective here. Thank you. Oh, that was way too many. Way too many. Just one at a time, spirit. One at a time. One more. Possible destiny here, spirit. Working too hard. Angel of time. Don't work too hard. Okay, some of y'all are coming in, it's like once you can get aligned and once you can understand like where it is that you need to like cut this toxic stuff out, whether it's other people or if it's you working on your own self, right? A lot of this has to do with being self-aware of certain things. You know, we have 4. Showing up in lots of stability though. You're coming into lots of stability here. I feel like somebody is on this journey and it seems like I keep getting the number 3, the number 3. So it's like within 3 years or so, you are going to be so in love with what it is that you're doing that you're going to be telling yourself that stop working, you know, go sit down, go take a breather, you know, because you're going to be so in love with the process, with your journey, how far you've come. You know, you're realizing you're not exactly where it is that you want to be. You're not at the destination yet, right? But you are falling in love with that journey. We talked a lot about that recently, you know. So you may even be working too hard because you love your life so much or you love what it is that you're doing, okay? Let's get a couple of tarot on this and then we'll move on. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, best and highest messages. Tell me about this angel of time working too hard. Overall outcome here, spirit. Why is this the overall outcome? Some of y'all are working too hard now. But you're working hard at something that, you know, it pays the bills, right? You're doing it because it's helping you get by. It's helping you through a hardship, you know. But it's not really what you're passionate about. It's not really what it is that you see yourself doing or where you want to be spending all this time, love, energy, effort, and money into, you know. So some of y'all right now are working too hard. You got to remember. The star, wish fulfillment, healing's taking place, a miracle. So those of you that I can even see people like praying for opportunities to come their way, you know, praying for just that little crack in the door. Oh, so many shenanigans tonight. I apologize. There we go. All right, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, best and highest messages. This is also confirmation. All right, let me cover her up. From their haters be lurking in here. They don't report me. You are meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be in the spotlight. Yes, you're meant to be adored. You're meant to be loved and cherished. Okay, it is your destiny. It's showing up right here. This is destiny. This is the star. That is your North Star. Okay. Your opinion matters. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Your voice matters. Okay. 2 of Cups. So if this is not you getting a wish fulfillment in like a relationship or a soulmate connection here, some of you are working too hard in a relationship with someone who's just not giving back to you. All right, some of this is romantic. Some of this is with other family members. You know, it's like you've been over backwards for this person so many times. But they don't seem to want to give what it is that you give. They don't put in what you know you're giving here. Tell me a little bit more of this. Some of this is y'all trying to balance your own masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Y'all hear me talk a lot about that too. You know, we need to be balanced feminine energy. That's our intuition. That's where we reflect. That's where we pause, you know. And then we have that masculine energy. That's how we take action. That's how we create. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Back to highest messages here. Give me one more on this. Give me one more on this. 10 of Swords. Yeah, a lot about letting go. Letting go of someone who didn't show up for you. Okay, letting go of the people who have betrayed you. Letting go of the people who have hurt you in some type of way. All the messed up things they said. Yeah, I'm hearing the song. All the things she said. All the things she said. Running through my head. Yeah, this is where all those things she said, or he, right? All the limitations. Sometimes this is even our own self-doubt coming up to bite us in the ass cheeks, right? We're letting go of all that. Lots about shedding. Lots about shedding these things. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. People, places, and things that are not for our most loving and highest good, right? All right, anything else here? Hi, y'all. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Look, yeah, releasing all of this. Phoenix rising energy right here is when we release all this stuff. Okay, you're coming into this 9 of Cups. This is satisfaction. This is when you are happy within yourself. You know, you're happy with yourself. You don't need anybody else to pour into your cup. You've already poured so much into yourself. You know, you're self-sufficient here, right? This is when we're ready to be in a relationship with other people. This is when we can, whether that's romantic, whether that's hopping into some type of business relationship, working with our own family members or our friends. You know, it's important for us to be in this energy, in 9 of Cups, where we're satisfied with ourselves, right? We don't need outside validation. We don't need anybody else trying to, you know, we're not in codependent energy. Does that make sense? All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, best and highest messages for the collective here. What are the challenges that the collective is facing during this time, spirit? What are the challenges? Yeah, King of Swords, using your intellect, okay? This is also about using wisdom, so lots about wisdom tonight too, all right? Using your own wisdom here. If you are getting a certain feeling about somebody, a red flag, there's a reason why, all right? Listen to your intuition. Use your own discernment there, right? You're getting that feeling for a reason, okay? Some of y'all are dealing with a air sign, or you are an air sign. Maybe you're seeing lots of owls lately. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. But yeah, it's about having boundaries though. It's like you're cutting people out, or you're coming to terms with a lot of things here with why this needs to happen. You know, it's being very analytical. You're detaching from the emotion, you know, taking yourself out of the situation for a moment. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right, current energy. Current energy here. Whoa! That one flew way over here. It almost went off the table. 9 of Wands, persevering through it. A lot of y'all are persevering through something. Being relentless here, right? Beaten, battered, bruised, been kicked when you've been down, right? And this has been kicked when you've been down, and you get up and you get kicked again, and then you get up again, and then you get right back down, right? I get knocked down, but I get up again, right? It's like that repeatedly. You're still winning, okay? Exhausted, but you're doing it, boo-boo. You're doing it. Don't give up. Keep letting that fire burn. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. All right, what's the energy coming towards the collective? What's the energy coming towards the collective? 6 of Cups in the reverse. Persevering traumas here. Shit from the past. A lot of y'all are letting this stuff go. Okay, so I feel like I'm talking to a group of newbies who are just now on the spiritual awakening, and this is what they need to hear. Okay, that you need to be letting these things go, that this is coming up to surface about, you know, using your discernment. And for others of you, you're like at the ass end of this stage where you're learning, you know, where you're already persevered through this and you're finally let go of the past and the old things. You're finally coming to terms with a lot of those things. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Both sides. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That's some highest messages here. All right, spirit. Overall spiritual advice. All right, spirit. Anything else here? Spiritual advice for the collective. 9 of Swords, getting out of your head. Very important for you to get out of your head and stay out of your head. This can be our own worst enemy a lot of times. We get caught up in our own thoughts, right? Sometimes that's us. Lots of sleepless nights here. This represents mental instability. A lot of y'all could, you know, this trauma or these really, you know, difficult experiences that you've been through have, you know, been weighing heavy on your heart for a long time. It's caused you lots of sleepless nights, you know. It's caused you a lot of pain and agony, especially up here, right? This is where we get stuck in that loop, you know, and we get programmed that way. This is where we start handling all our situations when we're stuck in this energy. And that's no bueno. It's no bueno for us. It's no bueno for the people that we're dealing with. You know, this is This is needs to be let go of here. So if you feel like you're having sleepless nights, it's important for you to start reverse engineering like what it is that's keeping you up at night. You know, why are you so focused on this? Why is this making you feel this way? Right? There's no wrong or right answers, but even if you like write it down, it can kind of help you become aware of what that is, right? You can put words to it. Angels, ancestors, the spirit guides, best and highest message here. Anything else here? Anything else? Yeah. The Magician. Okay. Powerhouse energy. I'm going to leave it with this one just because it's on such a good note. This is about having all the resources that you need to create something that it is that you're trying to create, you know, what it is that you're intending to do, okay? So the water would represent the emotion or the intuition, right? You have the heart for it, okay? The wands would be fire or your passion, you know, your motivation, your inspiration, that inner fire, the inner light that you have, you know, can even represent knowledge. Then you have air, which represents wisdom and communication, the way that you think, or, you know, how you can discern certain things, or you can be analytical with something, or you can even do the research, right? You have the information that you need, okay? And then we have earth energy. This is about being grounded and stable and secure, rooted. So either you have the money to back up what it is that you're trying to create, or this is you just being, you know, really grounded within yourself and you being very self-assured and confident with what it is that you're trying to do, right? So you have everything that you need to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So if this is you, you know, aligning yourself, cutting out toxic people, you don't need them for anything. You already have everything you need right here. You don't need those toxic people. You don't need their validation. You don't need their opinion. You don't need them to build you up. You don't need them for shit, right? You got everything you need right here. Okay? All right, y'all. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you for popping in. I do apologize. We got a really weird, funky start. But it is what it is. We're going to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, 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 rolling. Is that Limp Bizkit? I don't remember who sings that song. All right. Let me go back on the comments. Somebody was asking about life path numbers, right? Thanks for the love. I love you too. You saw 2 in your yard? 2 owls? For you, it's your son. You've been trying to be there for your son. Too Little Too Late by JoJo. I love that song. That is so true. It's a little too late. Hi, y'all. Welcome. Okay, life path number. So it's really easy to find out what your life path number. I suggest going to Google and putting in your birthday and just put life path number at the end of it, and it should bring up some type of calculator for you to kind of figure it out. But life path number has a lot to do with like your traits and your personality. It's a lot like astrology, but it just has to do with the energy of the number. So for example, I'm a life path number 6. The number 6 represents harmony and balance, those sorts of things. It's the heart chakra. Okay. So a lot of my traits have to do with that, the energy of number 6, right? Let's see. You may be a life path number 9. Life path number 9 is like all the energies wrapped all in one, you know? You may be a leader, okay? Life path number 1 is usually seen to be a leader, okay? Those sorts of things. So, you know, I definitely encourage you to go check it out, to go look up what your life path number is and read about it. It's really interesting, pretty accurate, I would have to say. It's mind-blowing. And it helps you understand more about yourself, which is always a good thing when you can learn about you, okay? About life path number 7. Life path number 7 is a really like spiritual type of path. You may be like really extra spiritualist, you know, like take it up a notch, right? Life path number 7. Probably go through a lot of like transformation, like lots of heavy transformative phases in your life, you know, life path number 7. You're 1, you still need to research what that means. Life path number 1, they're usually great leaders. You know, you have to think about how, you know, what the meaning of the number 1 is, right? I don't remember all of them off the top of my head and every single, you know, all of the traits. But I do know that learning my life path number and learning about numerology that's been one of the biggest things that have changed my life, is understanding, you know, just energies and how it's represented and how you can read into it and understand it a little bit better, you know. Okay, yours is 6. See, Misty and I are both life path 6. How much is your reading? Okay, readings tonight, I've got $11 for a mini. That's at least 10 cards. I always pull more. I've got $22 for a love reading, is 22 for a career reading, 33 for a love reading, and 44 for an extended. Okay, we currently have 6 people in line. I gotta check payments, and then we'll hop into it, y'all. It may be a little bit of a quick night. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Your life path number 11. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Okay, so life path numbers 11, 22, and 33 they have like extra spiritual gifts. If you kind of get what it is I'm saying, they're known as master numbers. The numbers 11, 22, and 33. So it's like extra rare to be those. My daughter's actually life path number 11. So where's Gringo? Gringo Loco. Gringo Loco, where are you at? Your life path number 8. Hi, Selena. How you doing? Welcome. Your son is 22. He's a wait, you're an 11 and your son's 22? That's amazing. And I don't do free questions. How do I know about a soul connection with my mate? Well, I think a lot of people get caught up with that one soulmate, but we actually have multiple soulmates in our life, you know? So we have those romantic partners, we have best friends, we have our family members, right? All of those are soulmates. So it really just depends on what type of relationship it is. And that's something else, y'all. When y'all are going to these, even if it's me, okay? Any reader that you go to, only you get to determine what your relationship is. Only you get to, say, or to put a label or term to that, only you get to discern what that is. So I just want to throw that out there for y'all, of y'all going to other readers and they may tell you something that's different than what I'm saying. We all interpret energies different, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. We're just saying it differently. You know what I mean? Life path is so interesting. It is very interesting. I agree with that. Okay, y'all, let me hop in. I'm getting I'm getting sidetracked here in my ADHD. Okay, if you feel like it's a soulmate, now we have like divine connections, those types of romantic partners that are supposed to be here for forever. And then we have karmic relationships, and those relationships are soulmates who are meant to teach us big lessons. They might not be quite as pleasant as other relationships, if you're picking up what I'm throwing down. Okay, so who we have in line, we've got Jennifer for a mini, Misty for an extended, Cherry for a mini, Stacy for a mini, Shelly for a mini, and Roberta for an extended. All right. Can a reader tell if you are a twin flame? It can come out in the cards that way, but I'm going to reiterate what I just said. I may say that it feels like it's a twin flame connection. It could be mimicking a karmic, right? So it always depends on you. Take what resonates with you and then you leave the rest, right? That's why we say that. And I say that a lot, is y'all got to take what hits right for you. A lot about tarot isn't for me to be telling you everything it is that you want to hear. I'm bringing up what's in the energy, and either you resonate with that and you understand what it is that I'm talking about, or you don't. I think a lot of people get caught up with, when it comes to tarot, and putting weight on every single word that's coming out of our mouth, right? There's a lot of stuff coming out all at one time, especially when you're reading as quickly as some of us do. Is 33 extended or love? 33 is a love reading. 44 for an extended. It really doesn't matter. I mean, if you wanted to do $33 for an extended, I can do more of an extended reading where I'm just tapping more into the energy, more than a mini. It'd be like triple mini. Does that make sense? It's at least like 30 cards. That's how I tried to do it. I try to keep it up with like how many cards that I pull, or those sorts of things. You did love. Okay. I'll read it that way then. All right, y'all. So I tell you what. I just Googled my life path number, and you're a 5. Conflict, challenges, and changes. Wow. I'm going to have to fix this in just a second. We're going to have to end the stream in a few minutes, y'all. So life path number 5. Yeah, conflict, challenges, and changes. So your life path may be learning how to stay stable during times of chaos. I just don't want to. You're not going to jip me. You're not going to jip me, Misty. I appreciate that, though. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I'm going to get my tarot deck set up right here, because I have my oracle decks out for the collective reading. And then we'll hop into our personal readings for the night. Your life path number 3. Life path number 3. I would think that's like ascended master energy. So that would be a lot to do with gaining stability, right? You're learning stability. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you all in just a few minutes. Love and light, star seeds.